Okay. Now, is this a solution for the developing countries only, or do you see this going to developed countries?
So we launched it in Romania, in Europe, this year. It's the first time I think a major African innovation has broken into Europe.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, and we're going to see more and more of this, I think. I think
Okay.
the innovations in Africa that you're going to see fundamentally changing financial services in the rest of the world, because banking is a 150-year-old industry.
Yeah.
And there are elements of it that desperately need to change. So, for example, the way that most payment systems work is if a merchant accepts a payment, the merchant has to pay in order to receive that payment. And he pays the bank. With M-pesa, M-pesa pays the merchant for accepting that payment.
Right.
So it's turning certain payment systems on its head. And over time, as we go through the process, we think Vodacom is going to be able to deliver new kinds of value that questions the traditional way in which banking has been done, without undue risk to the banking industry, the payment system, etc.
Now, is this the first time, now that it's gone over to Romania, is it the first time the developed world has seen something like
Yes.
this? Because I know I'm a Canadian and I have never seen something like this in Canada. It's only when I came to South Africa that I heard about this.
Well, you'll see two kinds of mobile payment systems. The one kind of mobile payment system is a first world payment system, which is typically contactless or smartphone based.
Yeah.
And that's normally a smart wallet. We call that a smart wallet. Vodafone, our parent company, has launched smart wallets in countries like Italy, Spain, and Germany. And in fact, Vodacom will launch a smart wallet in South Africa.
Okay.
And we are busy piloting it now. And at the same time, you'll find emerging markets have gone the route of, I guess you could call it a basic wallet. A basic wallet is something that uses something called a USSD string, *111# hash.
Yep.
And what you're able to do is you're able to get a menu, and you're able to do cash in, cash out, buy airtime, send money, etc. And over time, pay bills, buy lotto tickets, pay for your satellite TV, electricity, etc. So for most emerging markets, where smartphones may be expensive or data is expensive or not available, a USSD system is exactly the way to go. And so I think you're going to find over time that these two solutions will converge. For example, Vodacom today announced a 549 Rand smartphone. And you'll see over time, all phones will be smartphones. And then eventually the USSD menu will morph into a smartphone app. And we're busy working on a smartphone app as well.
Okay, so just confirm for me, M-pesa is functional, is launched.
It's running. We've basically launched it to the media on Thursday last week. We are going to be launching it next week for the above the line audience.
Yeah.
But it's available right now. You can walk into a shop, you can buy a card, you can activate it, you can go to our menu now, you can register. In fact, we put onto the menu this morning and we signed up a few thousand customers just by accident.
Now, given that in 2010 you had to kind of go back to the drawing board and fix a few things, when will you know if the new M-pesa is going to be the working M-pesa, and what forecast do you see? How do you see this rolling out over the next few years?
So what we have now is the M-pesa that we are committed to.
Yeah.
So
okay, good.
we've spent a large amount of money, we've rolled it out, we've done a lot of integrations. We have to train tens of thousands of people, tellers, clerks, people in spaza shop. We've got teams of people that are running around South Africa, training agents, training staff members, and training customers. So that's a big job.
And that also sounds interesting because a lot of the customers are going to be people who maybe aren't used to doing mobile banking.
Yes.
So how long is this training process going to be? What is entailed? I'm very interested now.
Well, it never ends, right?
Yeah.
So we'll constantly be adding new things. So things like self-registration. What is M-pesa? What is a wallet? So we've got people who are going to be riding on taxis, sitting on trains, standing at bus stations, talking to customers about what this is. We've got educational TV ads rolling out. We've got lots of documentation. And we've had to train the spaza shop owners, because every spaza shop owner that we've signed up becomes effectively an M-pesa agent, which is a branch.
Right.
Except it's open 18 hours a day.
Right.
And it has cash. And so we've had to train spaza shop owners. And we obviously have a very substantial above-the-line campaign that's going to break as well. That's going to train customers. So what you're seeing now is our product. Now, we're obviously tweaking it, and we want to make sure it's stable, but the campaigns break in the next couple of days. And then we're very excited. We think that, like in Tanzania, we're hoping to get about a third of our base onto M-pesa. We have 42 million customers in South Africa, of which about 31 million are active at any time. So If we hit the same success as we hit in Tanzania, we'd have 10 million customers over a period of 5 years.
Wow.
And that's kind of the number we're aiming for. Today, M-pesa has 20 million customers across all 13 countries, and we have 186,000 agents. We move billions of dollars a day on the M-pesa platform globally. So we think that we've got a great proposition, and customers around the world seem to have liked it.
Yeah.
And we think the way we've redesigned it really makes a difference. For example, for South Africa, we've added the card. For South Africa, we've plugged into all the internet banks. For South Africa, we've plugged into all the retailers' tills. We didn't have to do that in other countries. For South Africa, we've developed an M-pesa voucher, because 90% of the Vodacom base is prepaid. So everyone knows how to walk into a store, buy a voucher, and load it onto their phone. So we've developed an M-pesa voucher, 20 Rand, 50 Rand, 100 Rand, 200 Rand, that allows you to buy the voucher and redeem it into your M-pesa wallet. You've just made a deposit.
It sounds so easy when you say it like that.
And all deposits are free.
Okay. Now, if someone's with a different service provider, is there any kind of incentive for them to use M-pesa with Vodacom?
Absolutely, because every time you buy airtime on M-pesa, on Vodacom, we'll give you double the airtime.
Okay, so there's the incentive. All right, well, thank you so much for coming in and sharing that with us. I look forward to seeing how it goes.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here. Thank you.